Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday, September 28th, 10 a.m. weather briefing. Yesterday across the region was a rather warm one, especially off to the northern area where they had temperatures once again in the lower 90s. Washington, D.C. again was the warmest temperature at 91 degrees. Baltimore and Richmond also hitting that 90-degree mark. Here at Wallops, we got up to an unseasonably warm 84 degrees. Normally for this time of year, our high temperature is around 75 degrees. As you can see from the overnight lows, it was a fairly muggy night. Baltimore the coolest at 67 degrees. Here at Wallops, we only got down to a low of 73 degrees, and then the night before we were actually down to a low of 74. So those overnight lows are right around our daily averages for our max temperature. So fairly warm nights across the region the past couple nights. Normally for this time of year, our overnight lows are in the upper 50s. Did have some precipitation associated with the outer rain bands, and Maria moved through the area. Here at Wallops, we picked up 1/100 of an inch. Salisbury saw the most at 0.11 inches. Currently across the region, we do have sunny skies with temperatures pretty much in the mid-70s, 76 degrees here at Wallops under sunny skies as of 9 a.m. Our upper air sounding from this morning showing a north to northwesterly wind at 28 knots. Then increasing into the mid-30s above the 3,000 foot level. And then we have a slight drop off above the 12,000 foot level where we start to see another increase back up into the mid-30s at the 25,000 foot level where our wind max is at 36 knots. Our freezing level this morning was at 17,900 feet. Current surface analysis from this morning showing a cold front that is currently moving through the area with Tropical Storm Maria well off the Delmarva coastline, and it'll continue to push eastward today and farther out to sea. We should see some breezier conditions this morning into the afternoon associated with the pressure gradient tightening over the region thanks to Maria and the high pressure system building in behind the cold front. Those winds should diminish by later this evening and during the overnight hours, and this high pressure system will build over the region and provide some absolutely gorgeous conditions heading into this weekend. Looking closer over the region, you can see winds have been picking up this morning. We've had gusts up between 19 and 23 knots this morning at Wallops, and that's pretty much the case across much of the area. Dew points dropping down into the lower 50s behind that cold front well off to our west, and they're starting to see dew points beginning to drop off just across the bay with that cold front moving through the area. So for our Thursday planner, we'll expect that cold front to drop through the region and move farther south later this evening, and those temperatures will really begin to drop off overnight tonight. Before this frontal passage, however, our temperatures will be rising into the lower to mid 80s across much of the area. So another unseasonably warm day today before temperatures really begin to drop off and drop to more seasonable levels tomorrow and continue through Sunday with this Canadian high pressure system that will be building over the region. We'll have clear skies tonight, temperatures overnight dropping down into the mid-50s, and then for tomorrow we'll have high pressure overhead with our high temperatures only getting up into the lower 70s, which is going to be a very pleasant day for us with light winds, and it'll be a more seasonal day as well. As you can see on the model chart here, there is a secondary cold front that'll be approaching from the northwest Friday night into Saturday and eventually moving through early Saturday morning. Right now it looks like it'll be mainly an increase in cloudiness across the area, but we can't rule out just a slight chance of a light sprinkle for us on Saturday morning. And then behind that secondary boundary, high pressure really builds into the north of the Wallops area and will continue to provide us with absolutely gorgeous conditions for this weekend. So as we look at the next 24 hours, again, winds will be the main concern in terms of our weather hazards. They have about a 35 to 40% chance that we'll have winds exceeding the wind advisory limits of 30 miles per hour, or 25 knots. And that will be through later this morning and through the afternoon time frame with our high temperatures getting up to around 83 degrees. And then those winds will begin to diminish after 4 p.m. this afternoon, 10 to 15 knots gusting to 18, and then dropping off even further as we get into the overnight hours, mainly a light northerly wind at about 4 to 8 knots that will continue through tomorrow morning, and our overnight lows dropping down into the mid-50s with a low of 55 degrees. As We look at Friday, mostly sunny and pleasant conditions with high pressure building into the area with a high of 72 degrees. And then that secondary boundary will be moving through the region on Friday night into Saturday, mostly clear, becoming mostly cloudy with a slight chance of a sprinkle near dawn with a low of 57 degrees. And then for Saturday, can't rule out a slight chance of a light morning shower under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Then it will eventually become mostly sunny, especially during the afternoon on Saturday. We'll get up to a high of 70 degrees. For the 7-day forecast, as you can see for Sunday, it looks like we might see a little bit more of an increase in our cloud cover on Sunday just because of the high pressure system off to our north and ridging south into the area. It could set up a stronger onshore flow, which could help to advect in some moisture off the ocean, which could potentially provide us with some lower level cloud cover. But looks like we'll be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high temperature of 69 degrees. Much of the same on Monday, just slightly warmer with a high temperature of 72 degrees. And then for Tuesday and Wednesday, looking like seasonable conditions with high pressure still in control of our weather pattern and fairly pleasant conditions as well. Temperatures in the lower to mid 70s for both Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, that'll conclude the 10 a.m. weather briefing for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 8:15 for the daily operations weather briefing. Have a great day.